up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to week 6 of the SDA, where the students are going to be going up against Darkness and Coach of the Devilish Zoroarks. Here are the teams. What? A very scary team indeed. A little bit of context for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I literally walked in from my trip about like 15-25 minutes ago, somewhere around that range. I was gone for 2 weeks, and I had a battle, and it took me a very long time to get back. It took longer than expected because I had crappy luck with the buses, so it is what it is. But yes, this team is very scary. I'm hoping that the team we have is good enough to take it on. I prepped it while I was on vacation, so hopefully it'll work. Let's pray to God. But yeah, we are bringing some pretty fun sets. Hyper Beam Normal Gem Kill a Watch Roll is one of them. We're also bringing Wide Lens Dragapult. We're bringing a bulky Diancie. We're bringing QUAQUAVAL. Very excited. Let's see what my opponent has. So we're going to see Raging Bolt, Enamorous, Superior, Mesprit, Muck, and Skarmory. So very glad not to see Incineroar. That's an annoying threat that I don't have to worry about. Same with Araquanid and Snorlax. Mudsdale not being there is also quite nice. In theory, Whitehot's actually a pretty decent lead here. I don't think, unless it's like offensive Mesprit, I don't think he can really KO me with anything. I could actually also lead Kill a Watch Roll and Volt Switch, because I'm pretty sure I should have Volt Switch. Yes, I do. So I could just lead Stormy and Volt Switch, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to scout for some Scars. No Mudsdale is very nice, and yeah, good luck having to my opponent. Let's freaking do this. Hey y'all, before continuing the video, I just wanted to take a second to plug my Ko-Fi page. I'm currently saving money to eventually buy a laptop to help with editing so I can get you all more videos, so any support is immensely appreciated. You'll not only have access to videos a day early, but you'll also have access to team previews, exclusive benefits on my Discord server, the ability to vote in exclusive polls, and even be named after one of my Pokemon on my Draft League and Nuzlocke teams if you become a member, along with many other benefits. If y'all enjoy my content, then I highly recommend checking it out. With that out of the way, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hop into the rest of the video. Alrighty, let's freaking do that. Card is amazing, for the record. Heck yeah on that card. That is awesome. Alright, let's see what you lead off with. Naked, that is going to be Enamorous. So I could very easily see this being Scarf. Volt Switch has a chance to just OHKO this thing. So, in Moonblast, it would have to be Modest if it is Scarf to KO me. So I'm just going to click Volt Switch here. We do naturally outspeed this thing. We do not outspeed a Superior, which is something to keep in mind. We are speed creeping a Timid Enamorous, and like obviously Modest Superior, but not Timid Superior. So that's something to keep in mind. We are going to see the hard swap probably into Superior or like Raging Bolt if I had to guess. Weirdo is probably going to be Raging Bolt. That is Raging Bolt. I'm okay with this. Momentum is on our side. We really love to see it. Let's freaking go. Honestly, if I can get Rocks up, that would be quite nice. So I'm very tempted to just try to get Rocks. Yeah, I'm going to get Rocks up here. I'm going to get Rocks up. I think that's very valuable in this game. And yes, that's what I'm going to do here. Stealth Rocks, bada bing, bada boom. I'm expecting a swap probably into like Assault Vest Muck. We could also see Skarmory come in, but even then we can 1v1 Skarmory with Gemstone if needed. We are just going to see a raw Volt Switch. That does a decent chunk of damage. Princess is going to be Superior, so we're going to get our rocks up on this Superior, which is fine by me. So it could definitely be Modest, which it probably is, let's be real. Superior is a major threat. I think here what I'm going to do, I have Cheesesteak to help out with this thing anyways. I'm going to go into Whitehot just to bait out a TERA or do some other fun stuff. Let's go Whitehot. We could also see a Glare, which would be unfortunate. We do see a Glare. That makes me wish we had Lumberry now at this point, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I think here what I do is I just fire off a Toxic. I can literally Toxic anything. Yeah, I'm just going to click Toxic here. There's zero reason for me not to. We are going to see the TERA. The TERA is probably going to be Fire, if I had to guess, if they're tearing in front of this thing. It is going to be TERA Fire. TERA Fire Superior is what is going to be out on the field. We do have Hydro Pump, Dragapult with Wide Lens for this thing, so that should be fine. We are going to see a Leaf Storm here. It's not going to do that much damage at all, in the slightest. And actually, a Venoshock will do a lot of damage to this thing too, so that's great. Oh, you're Lumberry. That's smart. That is smart. Okay, yeah, that was a really good play. Really, really good play. I think here I still go for Toxic. If we get Paralyzed, that's going to really suck. Okay, we don't get paralyzed. That's good. That's really good. Alright, so they're going to remain badly poisoned. They are going to be at +6. Now, the question is, do I value Salazzle at this point? Not really. I think what I do here is I'm just going to let Salazzle go down, and I'm going to go Pult, and I'm going to let Hydro Pump. Dragon Pulse is going to take me out, so I'm very glad I didn't swap to Dragon Pult, although I could have easily swapped it to Diancie there for some more Poison Chip, which would have been amazing. Here, I just easily go into Dragon Pult, and I click Hydro Pump. I do think it is Timid, unfortunately, so, and not Modest, which means Kill a Watch will wouldn't outspeed. Yeah, I do have to go cheesesteak here, I think, and then just click Dragapult, or click the Hydro Pump button. There, granted, we do still have the risk of a miss, but I think that's still fine. Hydro Pump, bada bing, bada boom. We do land it. We could get a high roll here. We could get lucky. We do get very lucky. Superior is down. That's a major threat out of the way. We love to freaking see it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. My guess is an Amber's is probably going to come in here, and it's going to reveal that it's Scarfed. Well, actually, no, probably not, because, well, they might think that Kilowattrel is Scarfed. They could think Kilowattrel is Scarfed. I don't know if they will, though. Naked, that is going to be an Amber. So the fact that this thing is being brought in tells me that it's probably Scarfed, and it's taking Rock's chip. This thing is most likely Scarfed. I'm just going to go Gemstone here. Gemstone is kind of built to be an annoying wall and force things out, and it very much forces this thing out, for sure, so I am okay with this. Moonblast, we're just going to see a raw Moonblast here. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a lot of damage, unfortunately. Okay, so that's definitely not... I think that's Specs, actually. I think that's straight up Specs. Yeah, that looks like Specs damage to me. I'm gonna assume that's Specs. Moonblast, that's fine. Alright, I go into Stormy here. This thing has to be Specs if it did that much damage. So that's what I have to assume here, that this thing is choice Specs. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a very free Volt Switch here. Raging Bolt's what's gonna come in, but that's fine. I can just go into Cryo Freeze. Cryo Freeze is built to help take on Raging Bolt, and it can also take on Skarmory and the others decently well as well, so that's good to note. Honestly, we could even just swap it to Dragapult, I think. Dragon Darts is an Oko. An Aris is a very free swap would be the one issue with that. So I think here what I'm going to do is I'm still going to go into Cryo Freeze. I could also go Groovy and just straight up start setting up in this thing's face, but I don't think I do that yet. I think I'm going to go for Cryo Freeze here. Okay, first off, that's one of the most hysterical pictures I've ever seen in my life. Second off, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Light Screen, I think. I don't think you stay in with this. I think you either go into Muck or Skarmory. So I'm going to set up a Light Screen. I'm going to set up a Light Screen here just in case they want to stay in. They do opt to stay in, which is amazing to me. Let's see what they would go for. They just go for a raw Thunderbolt. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That does do a decent chunk of damage, and we do get paralyzed, which is not great. Not a big fan of that. I'm just going to fire off a raw Freeze Dry. I'm not as nervous about a Reflect. They do go for a Volt Switch here, which is annoying. That also reveals they're not Scarf. That's probably like Calm Mind or something like that. I'm hoping they go Skarmory. If they go Muck, I'm hoping for a Freeze. Corrosion, that's definitely Muck, and we are going to hope for a Freeze now, because that is the best way to break this thing. We're going to go for Freeze Dry, bada bing, bada boom. Can we get the Freeze? That'd be amazing. Nope, we do not. I'm playing very aggressive right now. I think I am going to click Freeze Dry just to weaken this thing down a little bit. We do still outspeed this thing, which is kind of crazy. We do get the Freeze. That's huge. Okay, that's amazing. All right, hacks for hacks. That's perfect. I'm okay with this. I'm immediately going for a swap into Groovy. All right, depending on the spread, the close combat will actually KO from this range. I am going to go ahead and click Swords Dance, though. I do want to get a little bit greedy, so I'm going to click Swords Dance. Bada bing, bada boom, setting up Swords Dance. Hopefully they stay frozen. That would be amazing here. They do stay frozen, which is amazing. I now click Aqua Step. Our team's light screen wore off. That's fine. I click Aqua Step here. There's zero reason for me not to. Aqua Step, bada bing, bada boom. All right, and now we should outspeed everything. The only thing we have to keep in mind is the Thunderclap on Raging Bolt, which I'm fully expecting to be swapped in here. We are going to raise our attack to a +3 as well, which is also very nice. We're going to see Naked come in. That's going to be an Enamorous, actually, so that's interesting. You're not You're not Scarf. There's no way you did that much damage against the Antsy and you were Scarfed. I refuse to believe that. I mean, regardless, I think I just Terrastalize and I click Aqua Step again. Aqua Step will KO you in from this range. Yeah, I think I just do that. We're going to get up to +2, which is really great. We're really heavily chipping the team down, and if we can get rid of this thing as well, which we should get rid of this thing, I imagine, because we are Terra Electric, there's nothing that this thing can do to KO us unless they go for an Earth Power, and if they do go for an Earth Power, that still doesn't even KO the Choice Scarf, so this is fine. We're okay with this. We're gonna see, yeah, we're gonna reveal the Aqua Step. Yeah, you're not Scarfed. Nice try, you are not Scarfed, and, this might be game. This might straight up be game. We're gonna reveal the +2, or like +4 with Moxie, and we should be able to just destroy everything else at this point. Again, the freeze hacks really helped us out a lot. This is gonna be Skarm. The Skarm is gonna come in here. I'm sure this thing is max defense, and it's heavy duty boots actually, so that's kind of good to know. But Terra Blast should still KO you from this range. Yeah, Terra Blast should KO you, I think, at this point. We definitely got very lucky with the freeze, but we also got paralyzed with the Cryogonal, so, you know, hacks for hacks. Can't really complain mind that much with that, in my opinion, at the very least. But we are very lucky with that freeze. That definitely helped us out a ton. We are going to see Sturdy as well. That's still fine, though. I don't think there's anything that this thing can do unless it Whirlwinds. If it had Whirlwind, that would have been amazing, but it does not have Whirlwind. I do not want to take damage with the... We should outspeed Mesprit by this point, like if it's Choice Scarf. And also, if it's Choice Scarf, it would have swapped in now. I'm just going to click TERA Blast. There's no reason for me not to here. Bada bing, bada boom, TERA Blast, and that will be game. I'm very glad we finally got QUAQUAVAL to pop off. I've been wanting to bring QUAQUAVAL since week 1, like after week 1, and I know I played badly in week 1. So I'm very glad that QUAQUAVAL's actually getting the chance to pop off more now. And I'm very happy that it's in this game. We're probably going to see Raging Bolt come in with Thunderclap. Maybe it doesn't even have Thunderclap. There's a decent chance it doesn't have Thunderclap. We're going to see Desperate, which I think they might be desperate right now. Yeah, we should KO this thing. Well, actually, no, we might not. That's actually low-key kind of crazy. If you're... Well, no, actually, the rocks, I think, seal a deal for us, actually. I think the rocks seal a deal. I'm going to just click Aqua Step here. There's a reason for me not to. +5, we still might not KO this thing if it was max defense. I mean, granted, it was roll in our favor, but after Rocks, I think Rocks guaranteed us. Because I think Rocks, if I remember correctly, is like a 12% chip. So if that was the case, then we always KO'd, which was actually very lucky for us. And I guess Raging Bolt does not have the Thunderclap. Otherwise, I think they would have gone into it sooner to get more chip off on us. But regardless, GG's to my opponent. Very, very well played. I am very sorry about that freeze. That was very unfortunate. They could have Thunderclap here. They don't have Thunderclap. So Raging Bolt goes down, and that's a QUAQUAVAL sweep, baby! Let's go! Alrighty. Oh, we love to freaking see it! Congratulations to QUAQUAVAL. That's a lot of kills for QUAQUAVAL. I'm very happy we finally got this set to pop off. Let's go. GG's. And again, like I said before, we got very lucky with that freeze, giving us that opportunity. We got very lucky with that, but you know what? We'll take a one where we can get it because heck yes, dude. Absolutely freaking heck yes. GG's to my opponent once again. Please be sure to check them out down in the description below. Check out their side of the battle. I cannot wait to see it personally. And yeah, and thank you so much to them for being patient with me as well with all the scheduling stuff. I was not able to get back to them very quickly during the scheduling process because I was on vacation, you know, and I wasn't on my phone nearly as often. So I apologize for that, and I also apologize for the hacks, but GG's once again to my opponent. Really, really well played. And with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here because I pretty much said everything I need to say. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!